y'all, it's Kim from Kim Dixon Creative. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're not currently a subscriber, please consider doing so. And don't forget to click the little bell icon so that you can be notified each time I upload a new video. Today I'm bringing you a hot project from a few members of the Handmade Happiness Facebook group. Each month a few of us prepare projects using a theme and a particular technique. This month's card Hop and Hop the theme is sunshine, and we are to use stencils or embossing folders. My project is using an embossing folder and some items from the July 2021 The Stamps of Life card kit. Here's a few things that I'll be using. I'm going to use a piece of yellow cardstock from my stash, a piece of Kraft cardstock from my stash, one piece of the Stamps of Life tangerine cardstock. I'm going to be using some Distress Oxide inks in Mustard Seed and Vintage Photo. My embossing folder is from Doris. It's called Abstract Sun Rays. I'm also going to be using the Stamps of Life Sandcastle to Stamp dies, Summer Lovin Pattern Paper Pad, the Summer Lovin Die, which was an exclusive die from the July 2021 card kit, and some shell stickers, which were also an exclusive for the July 2021 card kit. And of course, it's my card, so there will be some Scotch double-sided foam tape. Now enough of the blah blah blah. Let's make a card. So I'm going to place my yellow cardstock inside my embossing folder. That yellow cardstock is cut down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is the front of an A2 card. And then I'm going to take some Mustard Seed Distress Oxide ink and just brush that over top of the embossed card. The raised areas will pick up the ink. The debossed areas will not, so it's just going to give it a little texture there. Then I'm going to take the die set and one of the sheets of paper from the card pack, the paper pack, and I'm going to use the dies to cut out the sandcastle, the bucket, and the shovel. Now there are 2 pages in this paper pack that the dies exactly fit the sandcastle, the bucket, and the shovel. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just taping that down, and I've run it through my die cutting machine, and now I'm very gently peeling off my mint tape from scrapbook.com. And I'm going to place those on my card front once I get those taken off. I'm also going to be using some foam to pop those up, but right now we need some sand. I'm going to take my Kraft cardstock and I'm going to tear 2 strips, and the torn edge is going to make our sand mounds. And to give it a little more texture, I'm going to bring in some Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink, and I'm going to ink all of the sides on each of these strips. This will give the texture for the sand so that it doesn't just look like torn paper. Be sure to check the description box below. I'll have all of the other card hoppers listed below. Go to their channels and like their videos. Subscribe to their channels if you haven't already done so. Share their videos on your social media. We love to have people show that they appreciate and find value in the products that we put out on YouTube. So now I'm taking some Scotch double-sided foam tape, and I'm going to put that on part of my torn Kraft cardstock and have a little bit of dimension in my sand. I'm going to adhere that one strip to the other strip with the foam tape so that I have one layer of the Kraft cardstock that will be glued directly down to the card front, and then the other strip on top is going to be popped up a little bit. That'll give us some dimension. We can tuck some of our images in those areas and give it a little more interest. So I'm using my art glitter glue, and I'm going to glue that straight down on the front of that card front. I also want to ask your forgiveness and acceptance of my voice today. I am battling a little bit of a summer cold, so my voice sounds a little different and it crackles and pops occasionally. So now I'm putting my sandcastle on my card front. Because part of the sand is popped up, I need to pop up part of that sandcastle so that it is level on the card front. So the bottom part of the sandcastle is going to be adhered directly down to the sand that is popped up with foam tape, but the rest of the sandcastle needs the foam tape behind it to make it even with that sand. So that's what I'm doing here. I've got that foam tape put on there, or getting that foam tape put on, so that I can adhere it to my card front and everything be level. I know my card this time is all about summer, and it is almost September, but here in the South, summer lasts sometimes until November. And I know I've been all up in the Christmas and all up in the fall, but I want to hang on to summer just as long as I can. It is my favorite season. I love anything to do with the beach, anything to do with water, anything to do with the pool. That's my perfect day, is just sitting out by a pool somewhere, or particularly a pool that I can hear the ocean waves. Now I'm going to adhere my bucket down. I'm going to just kind of tuck that back behind there and adhere it down as if we've been building our little sandcastle. Same thing with my little shovel. I'm going to glue him down. And I feel like my card is not quite complete, so I pull out some stickers that came with the card kit, and I'm going to put some seashells down. I'm going to pick out a couple of those starfish and lay those down, and a couple of the sand dollars maybe to go on my card. These little stickers are kind of puffy. They're not like the plasticky foam, the shiny plastic foamy stickers that you get sometimes, but they do have dimension on them, and I like that. So now I want a sentiment on my front of my card, and the die that came with the kit is called Summer Lovin', and I cut the shadow part out of Kraft cardstock, and I cut the letters out of some blue paper that came in the paper pack. And I've used some Glad press and seal to hold all of my letters together. I've pressed that over top of it, and I'm going to peel the negative parts off, leaving the positive letters stuck to my Glad press and seal. Once I get everything peeled off, then I can take my art glitter glue and glue just the areas that I want to stick to my card. I tried to pull out the centers there, but I realized it was going to be easier to do it after I glued. So I'm not gluing those centers down. I'm not putting any glue there, just on the parts that I want to stay. I'm going to get that art glitter glue put down there. Now I could have put some double-sided sticky tape on my paper before I ran it through my die cutting machine, but who thinks ahead that far? I didn't. So I'm just going to use this Glad press and seal, and it works out pretty good. And I can just flip that over and use it just like transfer tape and get that stuck down. I'm going to burnish it good so that those letters stick, and then very gently peel my Glad press and seal off. Once I get that off, then I can take my craft pick and pop out the centers of the letters that need to come out. There weren't too many, and it turned out really cute. And then I'm going to just adhere it to the front of my card, just flat down on the front of the card with some art glitter glue. I'm just going to put it kind of at an angle there in the top corner. And our card front is finished. So now what I want to do, I want to put that on our card base. I took a tangerine piece of cardstock from the Stamps of Life and cut it in half and made an A2 top folding landscape card. And just to get everything lined up good, I used my scoring tool and put the card in there and just lined everything up. Hey, thanks again for stopping by my channel. I really hope you enjoyed the card. Please hit up all the other participants in the Hop. The other projects are amazing, and I know that you will get a lot of inspiration from them. The other participants are listed in the description box below. By the way, here are a few ways that you can support my channel. If you haven't already, consider becoming a subscriber to my channel. It's absolutely free. Costs you nothing. If you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up and share it in your social media. I list all of the products I use in my description box below and add affiliate links when possible. Shopping through these links doesn't cost you any more, but I will earn a very small commission each time you use one of these links. Also, I've set up a new Buy Me a Coffee site. Head over there and buy me a cup of coffee if you wish to support this channel. All of these things support my channel and help me bring even more content and even better content to the channel. Thanks again for spending part of your busy day with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until the next video, bye!